Wild Talents, by Charles Hoyfort, Chapter 12G. About the middle of March, 1901, that a woman was stabbed to death in the fiction, or in a scene like an imagined scene that did not belong to what we call reality. The look of the story of Lavinia Farrar is that it, too, was revised, and by an amateurish, or negligent, in some unknown way hampered, author, who, in an attempt to cover up his crime, bungled, or that this woman had been killed inexplicably in commonplace terms, and that, later, means were taken, but awkwardly, or almost blindly, and only by way of increasing mystery, to make the murder seem understandable in terms of common human experience. Cambridge, England, Daily News, March 16, 1901, that Lavinia Farrar, aged 72, a blind woman of independent means, had been found dead on her kitchen floor, face bruised, nose broken. Near her body was a blood-stained knife, and there were drops of blood on the floor. The body was dressed, and, until the post-mortem examination, no one to account for the death was seen. At the inquest, 2 doctors testified that the woman had been stabbed to the heart, but that there was no puncture in her garments, of which there were 4. The woman, undressed, could not have stabbed herself, and then have dressed, because death had come to her almost instantly. A knife could not have been inserted through openings in the garments, because their fastenings were along lines far apart. A knife was on the floor, and blood was on the floor. But it seemed that this blood had not come from the woman's wound. This wound was almost bloodless. Only one of her garments, the innermost, was blood-stained, and only slightly. There had been no robbery. The jury returned an open verdict.